Hey guys, it's Jen Lefforge. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you're here today. And we're gonna be talking all about Disney World Worth the Splurge with an emphasis on the parties. You know what I'm talking about. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and the Not So Scary Halloween Party. And I'm gonna answer the question if I think those things are worth the splurge. Okay, so my last Worth the Splurge video was a huge hit with you guys. You were so sweet to comment. I had asked you in that last video, and I'll put a link to it right here if you didn't get a chance to watch it, what other Worth the Splurge things did you want me to tackle? And boy, oh boy, did you give me some good suggestions. I promised that I would only do things that I have personally done. So a lot of you asked about hard ticketed events, and I have done a few of the hard ticketed events, but not all of them. So today I'm gonna tackle the two hard ticketed events that you guys had the most questions about, and those are the holiday parties, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I had the opportunity to go to both of these last year. I actually did the Halloween party twice. I went to the Christmas party, and I'm gonna tell you kind of what you get for what you pay. Well, I'm gonna tell you how much each event costs, what you get for what you pay, and then if I think that those events are worth the splurge. So let's just dig into those. I am wearing my Not So Scary Halloween Party jersey, which I absolutely love this spirit jersey. It actually is the Sanderson sisters, and on the back, maybe I'll take a picture. Anyway, it says Amok, Amok, Amok on the back, and I just think that's super fun because I am a huge fan of the Sanderson sisters. And speaking of the Sanderson sisters, their show is one of my favorite things. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk first about money. What do you pay for these events and what do you get for the money? So the tickets cost anywhere between, I'm sorry, I'm looking down, but you know how I am with numbers. Sometimes I'm a little ish with the numbers, a little ish. So the parties cost between $79 and $110 for this year's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And that price varies depending on how close you are to the holiday itself. For the August parties, you can get those for as little as $79 or $74 for children. And there are actually additional discounts for annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members. So make sure you look into that. And then as you get close to Halloween, as you would expect, and when it's not maybe quite as warm, I think they charge you more because it's not as warm. I think you get a discount to be there when it's hot. Maybe that's it. Anyway, because the Halloween party can be very, very warm. But as you get closer to the holiday, it gets more, and the parties that are right up next to Halloween, and they're actually doing one this year on November 1st, are $110. I don't have the pricing yet for this year's Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I'm sure they will be coming out with those very soon. They're probably gonna be on par with the Halloween party, probably a little bit more, because I think typically the Christmas parties cost a little bit more than the Halloween party. So what do you get for that money? Okay, so the first thing that you get for that money is atmosphere, okay? The cast members have special costumes on. The lighting is different. The music is different. They actually play special soundtracks during the Halloween party. There's projections everywhere. They have projections on Tom Sawyer Island. They have spooky projections or holiday projections, depending on which party you go to. The park is closed to everyone except those who have a ticket. Oh, and I'm sorry. I think I said you could get in at 7. The party starts at 7. Sorry, can actually get in as early as 4. And if you are a DVC member, you can actually get in as early as 2. And if you're an annual pass holder, guess what? You can go whenever you want because you're an annual pass holder. Just go in whenever you want. So you actually can get into the park early. You don't need separate park admission. So if you are someone who is, trying to save money on tickets or whatever, if you just wanted to go to the party for that day, you would be able to get into the park and you would not have to pay for a regular park day. This would be your park admission for that day, and you could get in at 4 o'clock. If you have a non-park hopper ticket, this will still work. So a lot of people, especially with the way they have just increased some of the ticket prices, are choosing to not do a park hopper. So this is a great way for you to park hop on that day, because you could go to a park in the morning and then you could still park hop to Magic Kingdom if you have this special ticketed event ticket. ticketed event ticket. The number one thing you're getting for your ticket to either Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party or Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, affectionately known as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, MVMCP and Mnsshp. Yeah, that's it. Okay. What you get for that is atmosphere, special entertainment. That includes special shows. That includes a special parade that will go 2 times during the night. That includes special fireworks. Some of the best fireworks you will ever see in your life. That includes special character meet and greets. And there are some very unique characters that you will not see anywhere else during these very special parties. That includes special food. For the Halloween party, you're going to get candy. And for the Christmas party, you're going to get a variety of things. You're going to get cookies, hot chocolate, hot cider. Last year they had snowman pretzels. They have all different kinds of snacks that are included that you can partake of during your evening. You're also going to get a few holiday overlays of a couple of rides. Now this depends. I don't know yet what that will look like. Last year's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you could do Space Mountain completely in the dark, which completely wigged me out, but was also super, super fun. They'll have holiday overlays of like the teacups, for example, during the Halloween party had special strobe lights and special music and all of that kind of thing. So you really do get a few extras. What you don't get at the parties are lower crowds. I get people all the time that tell me, hey, we're thinking of going to the Halloween party or the Christmas party because we're hoping that the crowds will be lower. They won't. Now, there will be times during the evening that rides will have lower wait times and fast pass isn't available, so everybody's doing the standby line. So I have frequently during the parties ridden Space Mountain with a 10-minute wait, or Big Thunder Mountain Railroad with no wait at all. So it's not that you can't ride rides, but just know that there's going to be a lot of people. Most people that pay for this party ticket are actually not there to ride rides. If your intention is to ride rides with very little wait, I would recommend to you one of the hard ticketed events where the park is only open to those people that's not associated with the party. So that's going to be the extra, I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it down here. It's not extra magic hours, but it's called maybe Moonlight Magic. No, maybe that's the DVC one. Too many names, Disney. But whatever they call that, the after hours event, maybe that's what it's called. Put the link right there. Those are a little bit more expensive, but also really better if your intention is just to ride rides. I have not personally done those events, but I know that the Waits World did one of them and felt great about it. I'll put a link to that right here. I know that my friend Coral did the early magic hours at, and again, these are not the ones that are included if you're staying on property. This is a separate ticketed event. She did the early morning magic at Hollywood Studios and really loved that. Most of them include food, and like the morning one includes breakfast, and the night one at Magic Kingdom includes popcorn and drinks and Mickey bars, and that is a better call for you, in my opinion, if your intention is to ride rides and avoid crowds. The holiday parties are a better call for you if you are looking for something special, something kind of super enthusiastic. Everybody is dressed up for both parties. Everybody gets dressed up. Everybody is in the holiday spirit, whether it's Halloween or Christmas. So if you are really into one of those holidays, if you love to kind of have an extra special night out at the Magic Kingdom, if you love great parades, if you love great fireworks, and if you're a person who really just wants to enjoy the Magic Kingdom in maybe a different way than you have before, I think these parties are worth the splurge. They are so joyful and happy and fun. They can also be crowded if you don't have a good strategy. I will try to find the link I did a video last year about my favorite strategies for the different parties. There's definitely a way to go about it so that you can avoid mass crowds of people. I have done it both ways. I have gone and not paid any attention to that, and there were moments where we were just like this, but there's definitely a touring strategy you can use. But it's just so much stinking fun. And I have to tell you that I would make a special trip to Walt Disney World. Now granted, I only live in Atlanta, so it's not that far, but just to do these events. I find them super fun, super entertaining. You'll make memories that will last forever. Now, the price is nothing to sneeze at, right? If you have a family of 5, that is a high ticket amount. It's really easy for me to say when I just go by myself that I think it's worth the splurge. So there are a few of you that I actually think it's not worth the splurge. Sound effect, please. Ha! I tricked you there, right? I did like worth the splurge? Yes, except for maybe not so much. I don't know what that was. So I don't think these ticketed events are worth the splurge if this is one of your first times to Walt Disney World. And here's why. There are so many things that you are trying to see on your first visit, and these parties will take up a lot of extra time. And for you, you know, this is your first time seeing the fireworks. It's your first time seeing the parades. It's your first time riding the rides. And I just don't know that for a first visit that I would encourage anybody to do this. I think you should just do classic Walt Disney World, and maybe even for your first few visits. It is a lot of money, so if it's one of your first times to Walt Disney World, I don't think it's worth the splurge. Other folks, I think maybe it's not worth the splurge are if you have a huge party. And if, you know, for our family of 5, we have done the Christmas party and loved it. Would I do it with all 5 of us again? I don't think I would. I'm the one who gets the most enjoyment out of it, so I'm much more likely to go and do it by myself than I am to take everybody with me. So if you have a very large party size, I don't think I would encourage this. Keep in mind too that it's one of those things that if you don't go, you don't really know what you're missing if you've never been. So it's certainly not like a must-do Disney, right? Disney is so magical without any of these extra add-ons. It's just that if your budget is already stretched and you're spending every dime to go to Walt Disney World already and you're worried about how much money you're spending, this is certainly not something that you have to do, and you will still have a fantastically magical vacation without doing any of these special parties. Again, if however you've been to Disney a lot, if you're really into either Halloween or Christmas, if you really want to see those special parades, special fireworks, I have to tell you guys, these are parties that have almost become cannot miss for me. And this year, I'm not quite sure yet how I'm going to work that out, but I will definitely be at either the Halloween party or the Christmas party. And I might be at both. They're just fun. So, worth the splurge? I guess the final ruling here is for some of you, 100% yes, you need to go. For others of you, maybe not so much. So I don't know if I can give a definitive answer on this one. We're gonna put it somewhere in the middle. And you know, if you wanted me to tell you if I think it's worth the splurge for you, ask me below. I always respond to my comments and I would love to have that conversation with you. But for me personally, they are always going to be worth the splurge, and I absolutely love the special parties. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below as always with questions or comments or other worth the splurge videos you want to see. The next one I'm going to be tackling, I believe, the concierge level, if I think that's worth the splurge, and probably one other thing. So please put those in the comments below. I hope you have a great day. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do so. Like, comment, get involved. Have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.